Ah, this music is so happy. It's so upbeat. I like it. Here's something I haven't done in, I think, ages. A double perspective video. I'm in a platoon at Ollie. We're playing some tier 6. Tier 8, tier 9 were a bit poopy that day. They were not, well, RNG was not nice. The teams were not good. Pretty much everything was a bit shit. So we were like, yeah, tier 6, let's go. And this was the result. Now I'm going to be mainly focused on Ollie because Ollie actually drives around while I am driving the big ol' box tank. A box of metal with a big ol' naval gun strapped to the front of it. And my view currently of this entire battle is pretty much just looking at icons in the distance. There's not a lot happening for me. Now that isn't necessarily bad. I mean, if the enemy was to push, I can slap in 440 alpha shells into their faces. That is why I'm sitting in the back. I'm pretty much support right now. The SU-100 is a bit of a weird tank. It is a tier 6 with the IS-7 gun. But it doesn't have 490 alpha. It has 440 to keep it somewhat balanced against possibly tier 4 or 5. Against tier 6 and tier 7, that is a lot of health you're still losing from the SU-100Y. But the weird thing about this tank is that with the AP premium ammo that you can fire, you lose penetration, you go down to 171, but your alpha goes up from 440 to 510. This tank has the weirdest premium ammo, with exception of maybe the Type 4 and Type 5 Heavy. This is the only tank in the game where the AP actually goes up in damage and your penetration goes down. And that is pretty much the strength of the SU-100Y. It is just a big ol' fat naval gun strapped to a big ol' box. It isn't even a tank. You cannot call this a tank. It is just that. It is a glass cannon. Think of the grill. It has no armor. It is just a stonking great gun on a chassis. Now, Ollie has pretty much done all the action so far, but that's okay because I'm driving back to base because we have severely lost the other flank. Now we're going back to Ollie because the SU-100Y is now spotted and he won't survive for long, let's say it like that. Now it's pretty much up to me now and the Cromwell to defend the base. The RT will try what he can. The OY is pretty much just already dead-faced because enemy artillery and the enemy team seem like they won't take any prisoners. And the SU-100Y, well, it excels at this point. It's big, stonking great alpha that you are now pushing out, especially firing AP. Premium AP, which I'm doing, is 510 alpha. No tier 6 really wants to drive out in front of an SU-100Y because that is 2/3 of your health just evaporated. But a big great downside of the SU-100Y is the fact that you have such a big alpha and the fact that you have such a big gun, and it is the reload. The reload is obnoxiously low, if I'm honest. And then we have the exact counterpart, the exact opposite in the same platoon. Ollie in the MT-25, fast, tiny, fast firing, low armor. Okay, the SU-100Y also has low armor, but it is pretty much the complete opposite. I cannot do anything. I point my gun at something and I'm gonna have to commit. Ollie in the MT-25 can point the gun at something, turn around, drive away, be on the other side of the map in like 30 seconds. It is a completely different playstyle. It's almost not really David and Goliath working together here, but it is weirdly... The tanks don't seem to fit with each other, if you know what I mean. Then again, at the same time, they work great with each other because Ollie can spot and I can slap targets into the next century. I can slap the taste out of their mouth while Ollie can just come around and scut them with a fork. Just poke, 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 poke. And eventually, death by 1,000 paper cuts is what Ollie will do. And I'm a bit more blunt with my tank. And to be honest, the MT-25 added years ago. Absolute years. It replaced the T50-2, which kind of ignored physics. The T50-2, and Wargaming was like, wait, this tank never existed, it's kind of broken, it's stupid fast, we need to replace it with something else. introduce M25. It was hated. It is still hated. A lot of people still hate this tank because even the vague memory of the T50-2 lingers. The Cromwell Berlin has spotted me and I'm terrified. I fully expect to just die here. RT focusing me, Cromwell Berlin firing at me. I'm surprised he stopped firing. I guess I became unspotted. The thing is as well, you know what I said about slapping the taste out of their mouth? I mean, I'm gonna slap this Cromwell Berlin so damn hard. He will probably go on the forums and cry about what just happened. Yes, we have indeed skipped about a minute because we just kept driving. The SU-100Y is not fast. Ollie went all the way around to make sure that there was no one camping in our corner. Firefly right, M44 in front. I'm terrified that the M44 will fire, especially with RNG deciding that you will not hit those shots. One more. Ollie broke the building, but that's fine because the Firefly is not poking. Next building. 2 tanks versus 3 tanks. And we have been carrying this game so far. I've defended the base. Ollie definitely won the forest and also defended the base. I tell Ollie, keep the Firefly there because I have a juicy shot into his front. 1 versus 3. 10 kills between us. No chance of a crucial contribution, sadly enough. If we win this, we could actually invite the Cromwell to join a platoon and give us the crucial. We skip to the future some more and find the KV-2 on the other side of the map. He misses, I bounce. Ollie has a free farm. Both wondering why the KV-2 went all the way around to here. I mean, the Firefly was in the forest before and actually came back to defend the base from the point we were coming from. So why did the KV-2 go here? It doesn't matter because Ollie gets the 6th kill, I have 5 kills, and in the moment we forget to invite the Cromwell. So no crucial, but a damn good carry anyway.